G'day, it's RJ from the ALiVE dev team here again, and this is episode 2 of our simple mission tutorial. In the last episode, we had a look at the profile system and set up a simple set of waypoints for our group to defend our base. Now, to start off with this one, I just wanted to show some more of the features of the profile system and how it relates to vehicles and things like that. So I'm going to make a vehicle for my character to be using. So I'll put down maybe a hunter. There it is. So one thing about the profile system is that it will record all the important sort of attributes about the various things that it's profiling. Like for vehicles, it will record damage points and ammo. So I can shoot out that wheel, and you can see that there's 64 rounds left on the grenade launcher. Okay, now I can run off and wait for this to despawn. There it goes, and come back and it will respawn in. You can see that the wheel that I shot at is the correct wheel that's come back with, and if I get in the gunner's seat, you can see that the number of rounds has also been persisted through the virtual system and back into the real game again. So I'll just get rid of that test vehicle. Okay, so now at this point we might want to make our base a little bit more interesting, and we can do that by adding the military placement module. Military placement. Start with objectives only, just to show you what this actually does, and I might actually get rid of that for now. Let's just see what it does when you just place it down on the map. I've got debug on, so it will show all the locations that it will discover. Okay, so we can see that the mil placement module has found all of the military objectives on the map. So you can see that it's found our base, and it's indicating where all the various structures and buildings are. You can see that it's done it across the whole map. And one thing you can see, these numbers on these labels, so you can see that it's a military objective, and this is the priority number. Priority basically relates to what type of buildings the objective contains. So I think because this one has a HQ building and a helipad, it gets a reasonably high priority of 50, and the last number is the size. So you can see this has got a really large size and a high priority, and you can see the smaller bases have a lower priority. So that was the default placement of the military placement module, but we really only want it to affect our one military base. So I'll add the blue form marker name in here now, which I'm going to add afterwards. And I want to place units, and I want to place, this is the size of units to place by this module, so it's only quite a small place, so we'll just select a small platoon. Force weighting lets you select the type of the weighting of the units, so you can choose armoured, mechanised, motorised or light infantry. I'm just going to pick light infantry for now. Here we can set the faction, and we want that to be blue 4. We can create a HQ, that's fine. Place air units, we'll place helicopters on helipads and planes on runways if they've been found within the marker. So that should place a helicopter on our helipad in our base. Place supplies, we'll place random ammo boxes around and outside buildings that are in the base. Place ambient vehicles, will place support and other vehicle types scattered around the base, so we'll put that onto high. Now we still need to create our marker. Make it an ellipse, and it needs to be fairly small. Probably make it a little bit smaller than that. There we go, so we've got our marker which the military placement will pick up on and use that as its area of influence. We're going to place down a couple of platoons, a couple of groups of units probably, which are going to be most likely light infantry on the blue 4 faction. We're going to have helicopters, ammo boxes and ambient vehicles. Let's give that a go. Okay, so it's picked up the marker. Now it's creating all of the required assets. So it's set this as a HQ. We've spawned a couple of helicopters. Looks like one empty helicopter and one crewed helicopter, and a couple of groups nearby. So there's our empty helicopter, and there's our crewed helicopter. You can see here, here's one of the randomly spawned ammo boxes. So there you can see military placement working on our small military base. Now just as an example, let's increase this to a very big operating area. There we go, so it'll basically take our same settings. Well, I might actually bump up the amounts, so we'll say a battalion, and we'll put a mechanized weighting on the force. Okay, so now it's found all the objectives within our marker, which is suitably large at the moment. So here we can see it's starting to place our units. Looks like it's just doing ambient ones at the moment, so you can see that it's placing a variety of different ambient vehicles around the objectives. Now it's starting to place the main force.